Got a B-tier tournament this weekend in Little Rock, $8,000 added cash with 45 people in open, so this should be pretty interesting. Just finished up my practice round out here at the Stone Links Disc Golf Course. This course is beautiful, by the way. You guys be sure to please like the video, that helps out a lot, and stay tuned for the end because I'm gonna rate the course out of 10. Hope you guys enjoy. 534-foot par 4, OB left, and I think there's a road right as well. Since we're going 2 off the top, I'm gonna go for it on the first one. We have a tailwind, so I might actually be able to get it there. Did not get the height on that, but we're in the fairway. We'll go a little bit more aggressive on this next one then. Let's try this again. Oh, yeah, we're taking the first one. Should be a pretty big tournament this weekend. There's $8,000 added cash and there's like 45 people in open. So pretty big event, probably the biggest one of the year so far. Kind of left some meat on the bone. And I did not practice putting, so it's in. I should probably start practicing putting more often. So because I am practicing for a tournament, I'm going to play this like a tournament. I know I did just go aggressive on the first hole, but in reality, I'd probably just go forehand because of how easy it is. From here on out, I'm playing it like a tournament. So in other words, you're not going to see me doing a bunch of dumb stuff. 544 feet, we're basically just trying to get this out in the fairway. Just like that. I don't think there's any OB out here. I think it's just kind of natural. I lied. There's white lines all over the place. So hitting the fairway is crucial. Basket has a few guardian trees and it looks like a bunker. I'm going to assume out of bounds, but just going A2 out wide, trying to get as close as I can. Ooh, not in the bunker, but I guess we'll see if it's out of bounds. We're all Gucci. I can land in there. You will have some of these branches to deal with, and you're also on this hillside, and like 30 feet is OB, so gotta land it close. So now we have a low ceiling 270-foot shot that breaks to the left. Seems like the perfect time for me to throw the Envy. Keeping it low, hitting it hard and flat, letting the disc work to the left. Just like that. It's gonna be a little short. Oh, no, that took a nice skip. So far, this course is looking pretty scoreable. And by course, I mean layout. I'm playing the long tees to the short pins. As you can see, there's a basket about 100 feet farther, making that a 379-foot tunnel shot, which is a lot more difficult. As far as this layout, it does seem scoreable. Especially the first 2 holes being par 4s. It's just getting clean shots, getting clean up shots, you'll get the birdie. UDisc is saying 340, the sign says 216. It doesn't look like either one of those distances. Even though I think forehand would be most comfortable for me, it is OB left the whole way, so I think I'd rather come down and hyzer. That way if I do go out of bounds, I'll be OB by the pin. I'm about to show you guys a perfect example. We'll see. If that didn't make sense, basically what I'm saying is if I went forehand and I never crossed back in bounds, I'm taking it in by the tee pad. Or if I shank my backhand like I just did, I'll have a chance of having par. But thankfully we don't have to worry about any of that because I'm in bounds. That was still a horrible throw. I threw it way too high. Circle's edge, tail right to left. Sit. The basket's like right on this plateau and there's a little hill right behind it. Thankfully, it was just a 15-footer. So I've got a little plan for this tournament. Anything outside 45 feet, I'm laying up. I hate to admit it, it's just that's how much I suck at circle 2 putting. It's a mental thing right now. If I have a 50-footer for birdie, 9 times out of 10, I'm missing that putt and I'm missing the comebacker. I get a bogey and then I'm screwed mentally for the rest of the round. So to avoid that, laying up, taking the easy pars, moving on. I'm comfortable enough in my drives to where I think I can get circle 1 a lot, especially out here with how open everything is. So no stupid mistakes, just playing smart. Come back. Okay, it did. This is another one of those holes where UDisc is saying 480 feet, the sign saying 321. That was a full rip forehand downhill with the tailwind, and I'm 60 short, so I'm leaning more towards the 480 feet. Perfect example of a hole that I'm gonna lay at. My circle 1s are feeling good, not messing with this. Pitch up. Another reason I'm doing that is because even when my circle 1s are feeling great, when I airball circle 2, I'm shaking in my pants at that comebacker, and then when I miss the comebacker, I'm so bummed out that it messes up my circle 1 putting. Because I really do trust myself off the tee, and I know that like in this situation, hey, just get a par, you can get your birdie later, don't screw up your circle 1 putting. And trust me, I hate admitting it, but it's true. My mental sucks and so does my circle 2 putting. What in the world is going on here? Crossing an island, this should be interesting. Definitely don't want to leave this short. I'd rather be long and take the par, worst case scenario. Hope the camera got that. I'm safe. Thankfully the water level's down or else I wouldn't be. This course has me out here walking through corn mazes. This place is beautiful. I don't think the water line's gonna save me. Oh, we're good. Oh my gosh. We're safe, baby. I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't play surrounded by water. I'm glad I'm getting a practice round in because a lot of these OB lines are sneaking up on me. Almost hit my tripod. Could have been worse. Hadouken! Par 3? A to B? Hell no. Hey, Udis has par 4. 470 feet, basket's around that tree and to the left. So I'm gonna go forehand just so I can be off to the right and have a look at the pin. That way I'm not having to throw blind. Get down, there's OB right. I have a feeling that that's out of bounds. Shoot, should I have gone backhand? Nope, I just need to hang it out more wide. So I thought the basket was off around this tree. It's actually right there. So if I do just go big backhand and land right here, I can see it. That's why we're practicing. Did not get lucky twice with the OB. And now I'm actually way out of position. If we were playing to the blue pins, which is the longer one, I'm staring right at the basket. But for the short pin, backhand is definitely the play. What sucks is I can't even see the pin. Oh, it's just right there. Moving the camera. So we're just gonna go standstill hyzer up and over this tree. Guess we'll find out if there's OB long. There is in fact OB long. Thankfully I didn't make it there. They've got this course wrapped up in OB. And I got a sticker in my finger. This hole seems pretty straightforward. 420 feet. I think it's safe to assume that all the long grass is out of bounds. So need to play this one far. We do have a headwind. That looks good. Drop, 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 drop. Okay, I think we have a putt. Dang, I feel like I threw that a lot farther than 420. Probably 50 feet, but because I have a backstop, I'm actually not afraid to run this one. Just need to give it the height. Oh. And for whatever reason, it scares me because now I've got like a 20-footer and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I miss this, it's a bogey. I could have laid out and taken an easy par. Par mindset. I'm working on it. I'm unstoppable. No, I'm just kidding. Keep saying this course is easy. I guess I don't keep saying it. I said it once. But if it's windy, this course could be pretty interesting with the amount of OB that it has. So this is an interesting hole. It's 330 feet straight, OB left and right. But you've got those trees on the left and you've got this little bush on the right that looks like it catches trees for a living. So what do we do? What do we do? I think we go FD. We have a little right to left though, which makes this a little interesting. I'm gonna hit this on hyzer out left, kind of have it turn right the whole way. Oh, no turn right. I'm OB again. It's not 330 feet, there's no way. I hit it on the rangefinder, it's 440 feet, by the way. Another silly OB stroke. That's on me though, that's not the sign. We'll pitch up with the A2. And then we take our bogey and we move on. Dude! Look at this gap, 330 feet, and it's like 10 feet wide the whole way. Bro, what do I even do? If it's 10 feet wide now, it's gonna feel like 10 inches during the tournament. Oh my gosh. If you hit the gap, there's almost nowhere for it to go but the basket. They're on the Midnight Prowl. What could possibly go wrong? Oh my gosh. To be honest, that went a lot better than I thought it was gonna go. That was awfully flippy, a little bit more stable. We're gonna go with the Mako 3. Oh, a tree kick. Oh gosh, another tree kick. I'm not kidding you though, like look how wide this gap is. Like, I can almost touch both trees. And it gets even tinier. Pause. If you hit first tree on this hole, boy, good luck. I am taking my happy little 3 and moving on. If I can get a 3 on all 3 rounds on this hole, that is a dub in my book. That hole is a wild way to start off back nine snack time. This one's a little bit easier. 243 feet, you can't see the pin, neither can I, but that little patch of sunlight, the basket's like 20 feet to the right of that. So, forehand with the A2, just getting it close to jump back on that birdie train. That looks good. I think I went far though. Absolutely parked the long pin. There's not even a line to it, that's crazy. I guarantee you I'm not doing that in the tournament. This is right at that range where I said I was gonna lay up. I'm not doing it, I'm just trusting myself. It's a good bid. Saying you're gonna lay up on a hole is a lot easier said than done. This is definitely a birdie that I need to get. 370 feet, kind of in the middle of the fairway. Backhand and forehand are both available, but I think there's a little bit more stuff to hit on the backhand line. So going forehand, just hanging this out real wide, trusting it to come back. I turned it over. Fight! Fight! I'm inbounds. Goodness. Forehand is definitely the play. I just need to trust myself. Popped out on a little bit more hyzer. Threw it a little too flat. I'm getting a lot of pars right now. Started off strong, but I kind of hit a little lull. Alrighty, well, I guess if I want a birdie, now is a good time to get one. 220 feet. This seems fishy. This is one of those holes where it's like it's so easy you need to get it, which makes it hard. Chip shot with the A2. I think I'm just gonna go standstill. Play it out wide. Get it on hyzer this time. There we go. Trusted it. That felt good. Might throw another one right at it, you know? One more. Ah, here we go. Wish came true. Let's ride the birdie train. It's one of those holes where you will feel like a complete bozo if you don't get it. Another 240-foot shot. This time you've got a creek and a tree kind of in the way. A2, we've got a left to right wind. I'm gonna hang this A2 out pretty wide, just try to spike it on it. I'd rather be too far than too short. I feel like that was the right distance. Oh, right at the base of the pole. Definitely cutting it close. Almost an ace run though, but you can see if I was 15 feet shorter, I mean straight down that hill OB, so gotta go long. 411 feet on an elevated basket, OB right side. Gonna go forehand again, kind of the same premise. I'd rather stay in bounds the whole way, go OB by the pin rather than backhand, accidentally turn it over and I've got an approach. So ripping the forehand, again, put it on some hyzer and trust it. There we go. Not 411 feet though. Ah! Okay, it's in bounds. Probably could have released that a little bit more flat. I need to get this forehand angle dialed in. Probably a 40-footer. It's elevated, but I'm on a hill too, so we're even. Straight into the sun though. Ah, it stayed close though. Well, this is intimidating. I feel like I'm playing catch with like an NBA basketball player. 15 feet, but 17 with elevation. Nice. I mean, it's tall. I can get it though. 706 feet, par 4, way off in the distance. Kind of back to like it was on hole 1 and hole 2. Just getting something out in the fairway, pitching up from there. I'm assuming we got OB left out here. So basically going straight off the tee, hyzer, landing in the fairway. There we go. Not really worried about distance. I'm just trying to not be out of bounds. But if I was worried about distance. Yes, sir. Dang, that's like circle 2. All right, so you guys can see the basket now. Backhand or forehand, 345 to the pin. This is tough because I don't know what to do. I think forehand, that way I don't risk hitting these trees. Going back with this cloud breaker until I figure it out. 350. It looks like it's surrounded by OB as well. I mean, that looks good to me. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's go. You need to trust your gut. I say you a lot on this channel. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to us. So there's actually more room than I thought. I'm zoomed in right now, but I've got about circle 2 width on either side. So luckily for me, I don't have to worry about that because I'm Parker-roonied. So this is what I mean by the T signs. I'm playing from A to B. So in theory, this should be a par 4, 528 feet, but my Apple Watch is saying 672. And to be honest, this is kind of looking like 670, 680. Regardless, it's a par 4 and I'm playing a hyzer. So again, not looking for distance. I'm just looking at staying in the fairway. OB tight on both sides. Whoa, 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 chill. Should have got that a little bit higher and not as much hyzer. So that bush line on the right is actually just like an island bush. The fairway opens up a little bit more, so noted. I can get a little bit more aggressive on that. But this is plenty close. I'm probably 300 feet or so. I'm not throwing this. Throwing this. Oh, finish, 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 finish. Well, I hope it opens up over there. And does it open up? Does a little bit. Yes. Go, baby. I know that was super shaky. I'm sorry. I hope you guys didn't throw up. Just inside, I can take a meter. Officially inside C1. A little bit of a headwind, a little bit uphill. Oh, that was bad. That was so bad. That came out of hands all type of goofy. That's what I get for rushing putts. How you guys doing? Oh, you guys can go ahead. I'm in no rush. Oh. And we're safe. There ain't no way I'm talking in front of those people. We have an eagle bid. Hey, if you haven't already, please like the video. There's like 2,000 of you guys who like consistently watch the video, but I only have like 200 likes. So it helps the algo if you just hit the like button. That's all I ask. All right, here we go. Eagle bid, baby. Oh, that was ugly. Got a bounce back birdie though. Got the birdie. So I'm gonna do a new thing on the channel where I start rating the courses out of 10, my new courses that I play at least. I'm not sure on the criteria 100% yet. This is just an experiment, but I think as far as visuals, this course is beautiful. I mean, look at it. The second thing, I think style of shots used. I found myself throwing a lot of hyzers. There's only a couple wooded holes. There's only a few shot shapes required, so kind of repetitive. I feel like there should be a third criteria. You guys comment some things I should judge a course based off of, but off of those two things, I think I give the course a solid 7.2, which is not bad. I think the flow of the course also helps. The tee signs were confusing, but I didn't have to pull out my phone once for UDisc. I knew exactly where each tee was. That helps out a lot on a course. But yeah, I think a 7.2 is pretty solid. I think. What would y'all rate it?